Welcome to the Story Lantern, the library where stories were alive. In a quiet town where nothing unusual ever seemed to happen, lived a thoughtful boy named Noah. He loved reading more than anything else. Books were his greatest adventure. They took him to magical forests, deep oceans, grand castles, and distant stars, without him ever leaving his chair. To Noah, stories felt more real than anything else in the world. One rainy afternoon, while walking home from school, Noah noticed a narrow street he had never seen before. Curious, he followed it until he reached an old building with a wooden door and a small golden sign that read, "The Living Library." The name was strange, but something about it pulled him closer. Slowly, he pushed the door open and stepped inside. The library was silent, but it did not feel empty. Tall shelves were filled with glowing books, each one humming softly as if whispering secrets. The air felt warm and alive, almost like someone was breathing gently around him. Suddenly, one book slid off a shelf by itself and opened in midair. Words floated out of its pages like tiny glowing birds, forming shapes: a running horse, a flying dragon, a laughing child. Noah stared in amazement. The stories were not just written, they were alive. A gentle voice spoke behind him. "Stories live as long as someone truly feels them." Noah turned and saw an old librarian with kind eyes and silver hair that shimmered softly. She explained that every book in this library held emotions: joy, courage, hope, and love. When people deeply understood a story, it came alive. But when people stopped caring or stopped believing, stories slowly faded away. As Noah walked through the shelves, he noticed something sad. Some books glowed brightly, but in one dark corner sat a book that barely shone at all. Its light flickered weakly, as if it were about to disappear. Noah asked what had happened to it. The librarian sighed gently and said, "That story is about kindness without reward. No one reads it anymore. People think kindness must always bring something back, so the story is fading." Noah felt a deep sadness. A disappearing story felt like losing something precious forever. He carefully picked up the dim book and began to read. It told of a girl who helped others even when no one noticed, who shared quietly, and who gave kindness without expecting thanks. As Noah read, he imagined every moment with his whole heart. He felt the warmth, the goodness, and the quiet beauty of those simple acts. Slowly, the book began to glow, first softly, then brighter, until golden light filled the entire library. The floating words danced joyfully again. The story had come back to life. The librarian smiled warmly. "You didn't just read it," she said gently. "You believed it." Before Noah left, she handed him a small blank book. "Take this," she said. "Every time you do something kind, without expecting anything in return, a story will write itself inside." When Noah opened the book, glowing words appeared on the first page. "Kindness becomes a story the world never forgets." As Noah grew older, he understood something magical. The library did not truly keep stories alive. People did. Every time someone chose kindness, courage, or love, A new story was created, one that would never fade, and slowly, quietly, the world became a more beautiful story to live in. Moral: every kind action you do becomes a story that lives forever.